We'll move on to our top story now. And in fact, the UAE official has slammed Iran's Hormuz control plan as a pipe dream. This happened a day after Iran's newly created Persian Gulf Strait authorities said that there will be a controlled maritime zone at the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, the US President Donald Trump threatened new strikes if he did not receive the right answers. Iran said that it's reviewing the Trump administration's latest proposal for bringing an end to the war. Here's our report.
Iran's newly created Persian Gulf Strait Authority's announcement for regulatory jurisdiction for the management of Strait of Hormuz has triggered reactions from UAE. Emirati presidential advisor Anwar Gargash on Thursday slammed the Iranian announcement. Anwar Gargash posted on X, "We've grown accustomed to Iranian bullying over long decades until it became part of the political landscape in the Arabian Gulf, and credibility has been lost between aggressive rhetoric and hollow declarations of friendship. And today, after the brutal Iranian aggression, the regime is trying to consecrate a new reality born from a clear military defeat. But attempts to control the Strait of Hormuz or encroach on the UAE's maritime sovereignty are nothing but fragments of dreams." Earlier on Wednesday, Iran's newly created Persian Gulf Strait Authority said in a post on X there will be a controlled maritime zone at the Strait of Hormuz. In a post on X accompanied by a map, the Persian Gulf Strait Authority said it had outlined the regulatory jurisdiction for the management of the strait. It said this covered the area between the line extending from Kuhe Mubarak in Iran to the south of Fujairah in UAE, to the line connecting the tip of Kashim Island in Iran to al Quwain in the UAE. The closure of the Strait of Hormuz has triggered the energy supply disruption. The European Commission said that the EU economy will slow in 2026 after war in West Asia triggered the second energy shock in less than 5 years.
A conflict in the Middle East has triggered an unprecedented disruption of energy supplies. This has in turn led to sharp increase in energy prices. At the cutoff date, oil prices were 65% above the pre-conflict levels, while gas prices were 50% higher.
Trump has described the latest discussions as being on the borderline between a deal and renewed strikes. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghei said it was reviewing Washington's latest position on ending the war after US President Donald Trump suggested he was prepared to wait a few days to get the right answers from Tehran.
The very next day after we sent our concerns to the American side via Pakistan, we received a series of proposals from the other side, which we have been reviewing over the past few days. After we announced yesterday, our concerns have been conveyed to the American side.
Moscow on Thursday said that the Iran crisis can only be resolved through diplomatic channels that take Iranian interests into account.
We are convinced that this issue can only be resolved through political and diplomatic means based on international law and with due regard for the legitimate interest of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Oil prices jumped, European stock markets retreated, and the dollar firmed on Thursday as hopes of a West Asia peace accord faded on conflicting headlines on the state of talks. Bureau Report, DD India.